Welcome to issue 2 of Subsea Video News. Now this goes on for about 7 minutes, so go do something else and listen to me in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the oil price tipped $70 this week, and according to Bloomberg, the US has now become a net exporter of natural gas for the first time since 1957. Last week, you may remember, the Trump administration proposed opening nearly all US offshore waters to oil and gas drilling, reversing protections in the Arctic, Atlantic and Pacific. Since then, Florida's been exempted, and we now learn that representatives from 12 other states are also seeking exemptions. The FT reported that Tullow's back on the exploration trail after 3 years of financial pain. It secured 6 licences on the Peruvian coast and another 2 offshore Ivory Coast. Nicola Sturgeon opened Total's new Aberdeen headquarters. Total now enters its 4th decade in the Granite City. Contracts. Oceaneering will supply umbilicals for Statoil's Johan Castberg project in the Barents Sea. The contracts for dynamic and static control umbilicals totalling 39 kilometres, and Oceaneering plans to design and develop the umbilicals at Rosyth with delivery 2021. Larsen and Toubro have contracted Kreutz Subsea to deliver subsea completion works for ONGC in India. They'll work on the pipeline replacement project, PRP4, and the Darman field, installing riser clamps, risers, crossing works, tie-ins, trenching, hydro testing. Ixblue has been selected to equip 5 4,000-tonne frigates intended for the French Navy. They'll integrate their Marin's inertial navigation system and Netan's data distribution and processing units into these new generation frigates. Survey now. A new tech has been awarded a contract by Technip to provide survey and positioning services on the Greater Enfield project offshore Western Australia. The work scope includes prelay surveys associated with the installation of rigid and flexible flow lines, umbilicals, jumpers, flying leads, subsea structures. Ocean Infinity will continue the search for the MH370 with its 8 6,000 metre rated Hugin AUVs. They're equipped with side-scan sonar, multi-beam, echo sounders, sub-bottom profilers, HD cameras, CTD sensors, self-compensating magnetometers, synthetic aperture sonars, and turbidity sensors, and they'll be operated from the seabed constructor, and the project's going to last for about 90 days. Ocean Infinity will take on the economic risk of the renewed search, only receiving payment if the wreckage is found. Titanic. OceanGate and 2D Robotics have formed a strategic alliance to capture laser data from the RMS Titanic shipwreck and its debris field. 2D Robotics' dynamic underwater laser scanner, the ULS 500 Pro, will be installed on OceanGate's Cyclops 2, the first manned submersible to survey the Titanic since 2005. Rovco secured Innovate UK funding to develop a 3D visualisation system. The technology will be trialled at ORA Catapult's Renewable Energy Test Facility up in Blyth. And the first phase will develop equipment and software required to produce the live 3D data from subsea environments. Phase 2 will include the development of a 3D vision-based survey system using AI intelligence. Using artificial intelligence. Pipelines. Halfwave have been awarded a contract to design and build a 48-inch ART, as acoustic resonance technology, inline inspection tool for Nord Stream 2. Now this technology is actually quite interesting because ART doesn't require a liquid couplant, and as such it can perform inspections through deposits such as wax. Not to be outdone, Inspection has designed and developed the MEC Combi pipe crawler, and this is the first of its kind to use 2 types of subsea inspection methods simultaneously for the external inspection of caissons. So the scanner collects both UT, ultrasonic, and MEC, magnetic eddy current data, as well as close visual data. Its rotatable wheels can pivot 90 degrees on its axis, so it can seamlessly overlap scans for the entire caisson circumference. To renewables, 2 foundations of 10,000 tonnes and 8,000 tonnes destined for the Danish offshore wind farm Kriegers Flak have now left the port of Ostend in Belgium. The 2 gravity-based foundations for the high voltage station were built by Yandinol Group and Smulders. The first foundation will be installed by the end of January, and the second a couple of weeks after that. Vattenfall say that the 49 foundations for the Denmark's largest wind farm, Hornsrev 3, are now in place in the North Sea, northwest of Blavanshoek. in the Danish northwest coast. The installation will be carried out by the vessel Innovation. Lastly, TenneT, the Dutch electricity supplier, has a vision for building a large wind farm on the Dogger Bank in the centre of the North Sea. It's based on the hub and spoke principle. Central to the plan is an artificial island to which numerous wind farms can be connected. They'll have a modular structure, each module covering around 6 square kilometres. It's big enough to provide space for connecting up to 30 gigawatts of offshore wind capacity. The island will be expandable by adding 1 or 2 modules of 6 kilometres each, and it'll potentially distribute electricity by direct current cables to the Netherlands, United Kingdom, Belgium, Norway. If you want to know more about subsea engineering, subscribe to this channel and read UT2 or UT3, the magazine and online magazine of the Society for Underwater Technology.